And he doesn't, so Mr. Agent Ox is gonna go to do his thing as an 1818. And that's a win for us. Let's move on to the next one.
Citizens, this is not a drill. We have entered a state of high alert. For your own safety, please stay indoor at all times. Special Agent Tetsuko and Special Agent Ox have been dispatched to deal with the threat at hand. I repeat, stay indoor at all times until further notice.
Hello and welcome, and today we're gonna jump into Historic with Tetsuko and High Alert. So what we're gonna be doing with this deck is we're gonna be playing a lot of creatures that have extremely high toughness, and by doing so I'm putting High Alert or Huatli Sun's Heart onto the battlefield. These creatures can basically deal combat damage equal to their toughness. So this is a 1 mana 4/4, a 1 mana 4/4, a 1 mana 5/5, and with Tetsuko you can even make all of these unblockable. We have 2 Phase of Wishes as well. If we wish to, we can grab something from the sideboard. They have a bunch of board wipes and other situational stuff. It's not a top tier deck per se, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this one. Also, on top of that, since Tetsuko is a human and all the other creatures are non-humans, Fight as One can basically function as a protection spell for Tetsuko and his crew. So let's jump into the footage, and I hope you do enjoy this type of deck. I for a fact love this kind of deck, and I've been playing around with it for a bit over a year now. I think this needs a Fort Glacial Fortress, but I don't want to waste any wildcards right now because my total is quite on the low side, being a mostly free-to-play player. But that's all from me. Let's have a look at how the deck functions and see if we can get some wins. See you soon. Alright, so let's jump into a historic event, I suppose, since this is a best of 1 deck. I am not sure if I will be showing the whole footage of all the wins of this event, but I will try to highlight the fun parts at least. Last time my video was a bit long, so I will try to keep it a bit shorter this time. And let's have a look how this deck is gonna function against the meta. We're up against Film as our first opponent, and let's have a look at our hand. We have 2 1-drops and High Alert. I think this is a god hand right there. Hopefully they are not on some kind of a control plan, and if they're not, I think we're in a good spot. Soul Warden, that's good, that's good. Let's drop the Aegis Turtle now. We'll be gaining quite a bit of life, but as of turn 3 onwards we should be dealing a ton of damage. I'm not sure if they will be able to keep up with that type of pressure. Alright, so... oh, I should not have shocked it then. I had a Glacial Fortress, but oh well, it happened and I would have had to shock it in next turn anyways. So let's start by putting a Secret Keeper onto the field and the Yoked Ox himself, and now all we need at this point is Tetsuko, and we're gonna have a fun time today indeed. So no attacks, and next turn the High Alert comes down, or maybe even the Huatli. Maybe the Huatli is a better game plan right here, since that does force them to deal with this first and not attack our face. So let's... oh, I cannot block that one as a flying, of course. So let's do it like this. And it's time to drop this one. I think I will -3 it just so we can gain some life, and we attack for an absolute ton right there. do hope we draw into Tetsuko soon so we can bypass these. There we go, they go after the Watley, that's perfect. We have a bit of damage to the face, but that's fine. The opponent is buffing up quite a bit there, so I think we will not really be able to keep up at this point. But I suppose I can keep them up as blockers for one turn. Let's do that, put this into play tapped, and we will select no attacks and see what they will do. We need to get rid of that Linden basically, but I guess at this point they're likely not gonna attack in with it. Or maybe they will to boost their cat. Okay, they are kind of overwhelming us with all the live shenanigans. Only attacking with the Healer's Hawk and that one. I'm gonna call it, this is not gonna work. They completely overwhelmed us right there. Kind of a shame that the first game went like that, but you kind of understand the game plan we are going for right there. So at one loss already, let's jump into the next game and see if this will be any better than the previous one. Waiting for an opponent, like at this time of the day, it shouldn't take too long, maybe half a minute at most. So, what do you think? Do you think this deck is gonna make it far today, or are we gonna lose horribly? It's a meme deck after all, so... Let's see, we have a combo with the Aegis Turtle and the Gauntlet of Light. This will turn this into a 7/7. Plus we have these two to back it up, so I guess this is a keep. So keep 7. Maybe we will draw into a Tetsuko as well, then we will be really online soon. I want to keep up the wish, especially since it doesn't do much right now with this. No attacks. Maybe I need to put more stuff in the sideboard, I'm not sure. Alright, let's put that onto the turtle. And attack for 7 right there. And now the opponent should be in quite a bit of trouble, so I might wish for something here rather than playing these out. And I think I'm gonna go for, I guess, a negate for the time being, because they might have some kind of a board wipe next turn, so this kind of protects us a bit. And that's the game, so they could not keep up with the pressure that the turtle was putting on them. Let's move on into the next game. So it's a 1-1 win and loss so far. Let's see how far we can take this. We're up against Nut Tree. Look, is this useful? We have Aegis Turtle and we have a means to buff it. And this basically puts the Aegis Turtle, turns the Aegis Turtle into a 14/14, so I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm missing a land here, but I think I should be able to find that soon enough. So keep this. And up on a mono red plan, I suppose, so I might use one of these to buff the turtle later on to Okay, they probably have to light up the stage then if they sacrifice it. There we go. And they did hit the land. They might use the second light up the stage now. Ah, we did not draw into land. That's rough. What should I do? Maybe I should just put up blockers instead and keep these for a potential turn 4. So let's put that one up and no attacks. We really need that land next turn, otherwise we are in quite a bit of trouble. Lavamancer. I think I will double block. If they want to waste their burn spells on the creatures, then that's better than them hitting us in the face. Fewer the critics will not be online. Ah, they have a lizard. Wizard's lightning, not a lizard's lightning. Yeah, we are mana screwed here. There's nothing else to say, so yeah, let's just pass the turn and wait. We have so much power, but at this rate we're not getting anywhere. We'll block one of these if they choose to block the Secret Keeper, then I do have protection in hand. Alright, so they do have a Wizard's Lightning there, so what I can do is cast this now and maybe make them waste that second Wizard's Lightning now. Yeah, there they go. So that has been dealt with. There is an Ox that's quite good to slow them down a bit. But we still don't have land. I might have to call it and just move to the next game. This is not going anywhere. Yeah, mana screw in the second game. That's quite unfortunate right there, but we're not out of the game yet. Alright, and we're up against Saren. Let's have a look at our hand and see what this is like. Looks good. We have Yoked Ox into a Fae of Wishes, and then we can put High Alert on the field, so let's do this. An extra High Alert. They aren't blue though, so there's a high chance they will counter something, but it's just a risk we have to take for the time being. Also, we can keep playing these until they run out of counters. Okay, they have a Necropanther. What does this even do? Whenever this creature mutates, return target creature card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so that's basically not doing anything right now. Let's put the High Alert on and attack in. And I think with these it could represent they may not want to sacrifice these actually, so let's put this onto, well, they are gonna double block, aren't they? So let's put this on the Ox, so maybe they don't want to double block. And if they don't, then they do want to double block. Well, I'm gonna save my Ox. Get rid of those two. And then unless they have a board wipe, then this should be the game. But we do have a second Ox ready to roll in case they do have something. And that's a win, so we are 2 for 2 now. A bit of a shame with that run on red matchup. last game. But maybe I should not have kept a two-lander, that was quite risky actually, so... Kind of my own fault there, but let's keep going. We had a 50% win rate now. If we can keep this up for one more win, then we have at least a 50% win rate, which is good enough for me for a janky deck like this in my opinion. Especially since we are in Historic and the card pool is much larger in Historic than it is in Standard. And we're up against Gapkulov. Let's have a look at our hand and see if we can make some nice plays. We're again missing a land, but we have everything else we could ever want. I'm gonna take the risk. Let's just take it and see where this goes. Up against a Yorion strategy, so... kind of need to hurry up a bit. Put this down. Please find the land as soon as possible, game. Ah, there's a land. Good, good, good. So all we have to do now is place the high alert attack, and then the next turn when we attack again we can buff it for 7. No attacks. Come on, opponent, what will you play? Whenever I see Yorion, I just get tense because they have so much nonsense in their deck and you don't really know which Yorion variant they are playing. But usually it's the one with the Agent of Treachery stealing everything. And we have the... I just realized we have our main characters from our little clip at the beginning of the video. Special Agent Ox with Special Agent Tetsuko. So let's put this down. I think we are in a good position here, to be honest. Like next time we can Axe of the Heavens unless he removes something. Even if he does, I guess if he does destroy the Tetsuko, we still have enough power to win with the Ox, so let's go in first. And we put this onto the Tetsuko, and he becomes a 10-10. And that's the game. Goodbye, Yorion player. Let's move on to the next one. We are on a 3 wins, 2 losses now, so I think this is already at a point that we can fairly say that this deck does function quite well. It's explosive, and let's see if we can keep this rolling a bit more. I think that there is actually some room to make a deck like this in Standard as well. I kind of wanted Tetsuko specifically in this deck, but maybe I should turn and make a Standard version of this as well. Alright, so we are again missing a land, but we have everything else. Like we can play a turtle on turn 1, the Ox and a second turtle on turn 2, and if we find the land for the high alert on turn 3, I think we are in a very good position, so let's keep this and see if we can draw into it. There is the land, so let's put down the Ox and the turtle, and next turn we can... Maybe it's even better to use this instead next turn in case they do use some big creatures. They might have the incentive to remove this instead of attacking to the face. A 3-5 is not gonna cut it for the opponent, so Well, on the other hand, if I place this, then next turn I can, I guess, so let's just go for this anyways. There we go, and we attack in with everything. They can block the Ox, but that's 10 damage to the face. And next turn, all we need is for one of our creatures to remain unblocked, and then we can Aegis of the Heavens and deal an absolute ton of damage. I don't think they can get up to 20 damage in one turn, and they should not have much removal. So I think we are good here. Else opponent, is that it? Right, 14, 16. Opponent dealt quite a bit of damage themselves, but that's not enough, I'm afraid, so let's attack in. And whichever one they do not block gets buffed. In this case, it's our special agent Ox that is gonna go in for the win. And that's yet another win for our Ox combo right there. Let's move on into the next game right away. Right, let's move on to game number 5. We are gonna get some rare rewards soon, so... well, no, I don't mean game number 5, but game number 6 already, actually. So this tag is quite fast. Maybe I should just upload the entire historic event at this rate. See, we have Tetsuko, we have everything we need. So all we need at this point is for them to not have any ways of dealing with my stuff. So let's keep this. Opponent did take a mulligan, that's quite fortunate for us. Let's see, here comes the turtle, our honorary 5/5. I played Tetsuko now. Maybe it's better to put the Fae of Wishes onto the battlefield first. Yeah, let's put the Fae. I can always just put Tetsuko down later on, so let's do this. Because I'm afraid they're gonna just shock the Tetsuko and get rid of it, so that's not really worth it. Alright, they have 4 damage on board right now, but I think that I will put this down and attack in. They cannot block the Fae of Wishes. We don't have a means to close out the game next turn just yet, but we are able to make our creatures unblockable, which is quite useful. Prying Blade. It's the first time I see people playing this. Is this a thing in Historic? I have never seen that. Okay, so what I'll do here is I will put another turtle down and Tetsuko so they cannot block, and this way we have 2 blockers ready to interact with him. They might Ember Cleave this turn, but I don't think it's enough for them to win the game. Plus we're able to tap one of their creatures next turn, which is also very useful. Thank you, opponent. Good game indeed, opponent. Let's block right here. Okay, that's another win for us. Let's move on. Yeah, of course I had fun with this deck. Let's move on to the next game. Can we even make this into a 7-2 at this point? It would be quite cool if we did. Also think this deck is highly budget friendly. I don't think it has any rares in it. Well, it does in the sideboard and the lands are rare, but other than that, not really. So a one lander. I want to keep it, but I cannot, unfortunately. We're against a Loris deck. I think this is too slow. Yeah, this is better. So keep 5. What should I keep? I don't need Huatli right now, and I think I want to keep both of these. Maybe the best thing to do here is to just drop a land for the time being and hope I draw into a third one soon. So let's do it like this. And place the Secret Keeper onto the field now. They are... There is the land, perfect, so... Should I use this on them? I guess it's not a good thing to put stuff in their graveyard because they can bring it back, so... Let's place the second Secret Keeper on the field. Click no attacks. Then next turn we can put down the High Alert and start dealing some damage. They do have a Priest that's gonna be quite annoying to deal with. But as of next turn we can tap the Priest on the upkeep, so they will now be able to go off a second time every time. So let's put a stop on the upkeep right now, and so we can start tapping that Priest down whenever we can. We get back some life, and they are gonna sacrifice these two, I bet. Okay, so goodbye to one Secret Keeper, unfortunately, but... Alright, I think we're in a good position where we can lock them down, so... I want to play the Ox, but I think... Yeah, let's just... this is tough. Maybe I should play the Ox and let them sacrifice. This thing as Death Touch is the problem, so... Yeah, what to do against that? Maybe attacking in here and... No, I don't think I can attack in, so let's just keep up this plan and then end the turn, and on the upkeep I will tap this down right away. Yes, resolve. Oh, it's... I'm stupid, it's not... It's untapped target creature, not tapped target creature. Anyways, I cut out that last game just now since it did end on a loss, but we were able to get 5 wins with this deck. That was relatively quick, so see, we got some rare cards. Ah, nice. I think I will jump into a second event because that event was done rather quickly. Alright, so let's do this. I have my High Alert deck ready to roll into a historic event. Let's see how far we can make it. Do we get 7 wins? Do we get 0 wins? Let's find out. I guess we will get at least 1 win, right? I mean, the deck is quite powerful if it does go off. Let's have a look. We have creatures on turn 2. We have everything we would ever want, so let's keep this. And I get to go first, which is absolutely amazing. I might play the... Did I play the Fae of Wishes? For the sake of Having a flyer, I will play the Fae of Wishes now, so next turn we have a 4/4 flyer in the sky. I don't think they can go up to 5 attack to block this just yet, so we should be good to go there. Okay, they have 4 attack available to them, so let's put this down and they scoop. Well, goodbye opponent. That's our first win for the day then. Let's move on to the next one. The opponent wanted nothing to do with our deck. They saw it and they were just like, nope. And they are out of the game. Up against Psycho 51. Let's have a look at our hand if we can pull this combo off. This is not the greatest way of pulling it off, but I will keep it anyways. We have everything else and we might just draw into something. I think I will play the Fae of Way. Oh, you need to play a land, of course. I will play the Fae of Wishes instead of the Tetsuko because I don't want this to get removed too early. This is kind of great if they have a bunch of blockers on the field and they can't really deal with it. So let's put the Fae down now so they think we are some kind of a mill deck. Is this another Gruul deck? What are we facing? And no, it's not a Gruul deck with some kind of a ramp deck, I see. Some kind of a turbo ramp deck, in fact. Don't think to have any kind of haster, so let's just attack in like this. Next turn we can completely dodge them with the Tetsuko, but I fear that the Watley is gonna die in the near future, so... Oh, that's a shame. Well, there goes the Fae of Wishes. GG opponent. Back in there, and we do need some more. Say, Watley should be able to survive one more turn here, so that's quite good. But we do need a blocker for next turn to protect her. Maybe, I guess that's just it right there. Do I sacrifice the Tetsuko here to save the Watley? Not sure, to be honest. This is gonna adapt 3. I did not think of this game plan. I will just let them destroy this and then hope I find a high alert on the top. You have been drawing quite a bit though. That's rough. Well, let's wish for something, so let's see, what do we get? Time wipe maybe? Maybe I should put something like a high alert in this sideboard, to be honest. Let's get the time wipe for the time being, and I'll put this down. I will attack for 1. I will save the Tetsuko though, and not really care about everything else. They might have a counter though, so that's another thing we do need to be careful of. Okay, the fact that they don't attack in with everything kind of has me think that they do have a counter, but I will block here because I do intend to use this next time. It's a Nissa. Do not want to lose the land, so... Hey opponent, okay. I will attack first.
How rude!
I'd actually try to mess with them a bit and put this down and not destroy anything just yet. Should I or should I remove everything now? Should I be greedy in this position? Let's end the turn and wait a turn. I will do this next turn. I think this is gonna mess with the head quite a bit. This buys us another turn basically. Only attacking with the Hydra, strange. I doubt they will use the Nissa just yet because I don't think they want to lose their lands. Okay, there's the cannon, and we found a means of dealing damage. So what we will do is we'll attack the Nissa again. Time wipe and then put down the Tetsuko another time. I should just put this down. I mean, if they plus next turn, I can put these two down at the same time, which should kill the Nissa. That might be quite useful. Play a Pixie, another Pixie, and a Druid. I wonder what the payoffs are. Yeah, I will block that. They do not have a means of growing that hinterland harbor. Oh, we drew that and we could just... Can we go for the game? Do we have enough mana for that? Are we... Let's see. Yeah, we have enough for that actually, so... Let's put this down. And do Huatli. Might as well use this, gain back some life. Go in right there. And we, I guess, up the shield onto the Fae of Wishes, and that should be game. GG opponent. There we go. Let's move on to the next one. Right, we had 2 wins and 0 losses so far. Let's see if we can keep this win streak going for a bit more. And we're up against Sampu. Let's see what our hand looks like. Can we make it? And we have pretty much everything except lands. Ah, that hurts. I wish we had at least one more land so we could make this work. Part of me just wants to take the risk, you know, but oh well, I just mulligan. This is good as well. Yeah, let's keep this. I think I will drop 1 high alert for the time being. There is a chance they remove it, but I think I will take the risk. Having 2 Oxes into a high alert is quite powerful. And we're up against mono red, so next time we can play 2 at the same time, so that's quite good. Should I block or should I just let them attack through? If they attack, they might have a means of dealing with the ox. They could have a Wizard's Lightning in hand, for example, so maybe my best bet is to... in this case, now I can block. Okay, opponent, are you done? Go. Come on. Now we got our land perfect. Let's put these two things down now, and then next time we can high alert. If he attacks, I'm not gonna block. I will just keep on tanking it for now. And if he wants to trade several creatures for mine, completely fine with that. Put this down. Go in. Yeah, I'm dealing more burn damage than you are, opponent. What do you think about that? Well, not really burn damage, but... I also have used this last turn, to be honest, and this would have given them the incentive to attack in, but thinking we do not have a backup would have probably been the better plan. I should have played this and -3'd it to put it into the range of killing it. But they call it a day. Well, that's 3 wins and 0 losses so far, isn't it? Did we get more? I don't remember. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're 3 wins and 0 losses so far. Let's keep this high alert train rolling. We haven't seen any Ox and Tetsuko yet. That's kind of the meme I was trying to go for, an Agent Ox and Agent Tetsuko, but oh, well, talk about the devil. There they are. They are going to be on the battlefield together pretty soon. We do need another land, but we do get an extra draw, so we should be able to draw into one. I guess I will wait with Tetsuko for a little bit. Maybe I don't know. I will wait a bit, because if we draw into another land, then we can put this down soon, and next time we can put down these two. This might be a Yuriko build or something, judging from the lands. Let's put these two down, and I do need to find a land sometime in the near future, otherwise we are in quite a bit of trouble. It's not a land, so I think I will place one Tetsuko on the field now. Or should I put, yeah, put the Tetsuko and keep waiting for the land. And there's the land, and that should pretty much be game right there, because they did shock themselves quite a bit. So let's go in, and that's a 4-0 for us then. Let's move on to the next one. That game was a bit tense for me because we didn't have the land in the beginning, but it worked out just fine right there. So let's see if we can keep these wins rolling. We have 4 wins now, 0 losses still, and we still have 3 more games to go before the event finishes. 3 wins, I mean, at least. So let's see. Up against a techie, let's have a look at our hand and see if we can keep the wins rolling. Then we have 2 creatures, it means to buff them, and a very big burn spell, so let's keep this right there. If we draw into another 1 mana creature would be great, then we can probably kill them as early as turn 3. Not a creature, but it will do. They are playing black and blue, so there is a chance that something either gets destroyed or directly gets countered. Let's hope neither of those happen. Okay. I'm gonna go with this anyways, because I don't think they're gonna block these. If we draw a land next turn, then we can use 2 of these in 1 turn, which should be quite good. I don't think they can combo off just yet. Oh, they do attack, that leaves them quite vulnerable right there. I mean, if we draw a land, even if they kill one of our things, then we should be good to go, right? A lot of discard, but I think that's game. Let's just see which one he blocks, if any. And he doesn't, so Mr. Agent Ox is gonna go to do his thing as an 18-18. And that's a win for us. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, that's 5-0, and we still have quite some games to go, so I think this deck might end up as a 7-win finish. We have a lot of stuff but no creatures, so need to mulligan this unfortunately. We are missing white land here, but once we go off, we probably go off very big, so I guess I will keep this and drop 1 blue land since we don't need more than 2 of those right now. Since we still have 3 losses left, I am willing to take quite a bit of risk, so put down this and keep this going. Worst case, I play Tetsuko next turn while we are waiting for the white mana, but I do hope we find white mana next turn already. Oh, that's harsh. Well, there goes to Huatli then, I suppose. Maybe they don't realize the trick and go for the Tetsuko instead. Nope, they realize what we are doing. There is the mana. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? But let's see, maybe we can still draw to a high alert or something like that. We do have quite a lot of those payoffs in the deck. That's not a high alert, so... This would have been so good if they did not remove the Huatli from hand. But it is what it is. They're likely gonna board Vipers now. Oh, no, they're not gonna board Vipers just yet. I see. Put down the Nasset and there's the board wipe, so that's rough. Well, I'm gonna call it a game. It's pretty much pointless to keep going beyond there. We got a little bit screwed by that Tartar ratio right there, but we're at 5-1 now, so let's see if we can win the next one then. This deck matches up surprisingly well with the mono red matchup, so if you're planning to build something in Historic, I think this is a pretty solid list. Quite budget friendly as well, since the lands can be replaced with something else. No creatures, even though we have a lot of means to make them powerful, so we have to mulligan this. And this is better. We do need a third land, but... well, let's keep this. I will take the risk, and we do have to fight as one as early as turn 3 if we do not draw into a land, so... keep 6. I think I will get rid of one Tetsuko for the time being, simply because we do have a means of protecting both the Ox and the Tetsuko right there. Seems it could be a mono red matchup actually. Let's place this one down now. I might shop this in and put the Secret Keeper instead, so I do have to fight as one online in case they do use some targeted removal. Up against Ghoul, let's see. I will shock this in and put this on the field now. We really need that land deck anytime now, please. Come on, you can give me a land. Do I play Tetsuko next turn in case they... well, we have... oh. What did I select? Target non-human, yes. Alright, so they got some powerful removal after all, so I need to be careful. And since this has indestructible, might as well block both of these. Finally, there we go. So put this up and attack in like so. Next time we can Yuriko attack in. They will likely spend the time trying to remove this, and then we should be able to... well, unless they have an Ember Cleave, then we may be a bit screwed, but I think I will even lock with one Yuriko next turn. Are we drawn to that? I mean, maybe they get greedy. Please be greedy, sir. And they do get greedy. Well, sir, that's what happens if you get greedy. Good game. Let's move on to the next one. Unfortunately, those last two games were losses, so I did not include them into the footage. Anyways, we were able to pull off a 6-3 finish today. 1 win short of a 7 win, but I'm quite happy with this. Let's have a look what the rewards are today. Now we got a Mythic. Got Naru, Maya Master Wizard, and a Admiral's Order rare. That's quite good right there. I think this deck is quite solid, and if you want a fun deck, I think the High Alert version in Historic can get you quite far. For some of you, you may have noticed that yesterday I had a massive loss streak and I dropped down in Mythic all the way to 92%. Well, I played a bit more and I managed to climb my way back up. I'm back into the top 300 now, so I will be maintaining this rank again and probably not uploading too much Mythic footage for the coming week or so. But, well, we only have 3 days left, so the coming 3 days in that case. Anyways, I had a lot of fun with this particular deck. If you want to see me play more of this High Alert deck, please let me know. I could also try to create a standard version out of it. We do have plenty of cards to make this type of strategy work. I just feel that Tetsuko in particular is quite powerful for this strategy at the moment, so that's why I went for Historic. Anyways, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the footage and see you all next time with another video, and take care.